Hello students, I am back again with descriptions. ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಲ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ your dress is so beautiful, your hairstyle is so nice, where did you get this jewelry, it's looking very stunning, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಿ, right? You are very presentable, you are so sweet, you are so kind, you are so gentle. ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬಿಂಗ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ನಾವು ಏನನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಸೊ ವಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಅ ಪರ್ಸನ್, ವಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಅ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್, ವಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ದ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್, ವಿ ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಅ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಪರ್ಸನ್, ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ಡ್. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಲೆಸನ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ description. As I told you, describing a person. Do you know Smita? She is studying in second year BA. Then you can say, oh well, I know her. She is such a nice person. She is a good singer. She presents herself so well. You can say and compliment the people like this. It is describing. If somebody asks you, do you know Sangeeta? She is in final year of BA. Then you may say, oh that girl, I know her very well. Then you may say something like, she is always sad, she is always dull, she is always frustrated. If you say like this, is it a descriptive word or not? Of course it is, right? So you are describing a situation, a person, a thing, a place. So everything has got a place in English dictionary. So let's learn about describing a person, describing a place, right? How was this particular place? Then the scene. Whatever you see, can you describe the scene? ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಡೇ ಟು ಡೇ ಲೈಫ್ ಒಳಗೆ. ನೀವು ಒಂದೇನೋ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಒಂದು ಬೈಕ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ ರೋಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ, ಬಂದು ನೀವು ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನು, ಏನು ಬಿದ್ದಿದ್ದ ಅವನು, ಹಂಗೆ ಬಿದ್ದಿದ್ದ, ಹಂಗಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಹಿಂಗಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಡೂ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್. So why it is necessary to know all these things? Because when you go ahead in your life, join a job, opt a career, then you need to describe certain things. I had a student, she was from police force. So she did all her education in Kannada medium, passed her exams, and she was appointed as an additional SP. After that, she was supposed to report to IPS officers. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐ ಪಿ ಎಸ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಭಾಷೆ ಮಾತಾಡೋರು ಇರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಸ್ಟೇಟಿಂದ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆವಾಗ ದೋ ಶಿ ವಾಸ್ ಅ ಸೂಪರ್ ಅಚೀವರ್ ಇನ್ ಸಾಲ್ವಿಂಗ್ ಸೋ ಮೆನಿ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ ಕೇಸಸ್, ಶಿ ವಾಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಹರ್ ಅಡ್ವೆಂಚರ್. ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ದಟ್ ಶಿ ವಾಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು explain in front of IPS officer. She would just write it down and hand over the paper because she was not able to describe. So she wanted to learn the describing word, like now ಹೆಂಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅದನ್ನು ಅಂತ. This is one thing. Then there was a surgeon who had written his paper on pneumonia, and he was trying to get those papers published, but he was not able to get those papers published because the explanation or the description, it was lacking, right? So whatever you are, wherever you are, whatever you do, English is a must. So you must know what different expressions are used to mean certain things. So when you know the describing words in English, then it becomes very handy for you to describe your situation, describe yourself, and make the other person understand. And in this lesson I will also be covering about weather. So describing person, place, scene or weather. So these things are covered in this lesson. Ready to go ahead and move ahead with me? Right. Have a look at this picture. There is some physical gesture being made, right? This way. So what is this? This is the Italian style of telling beautiful without using the word. Just as you say like this, you are not opening up your mouth, you are just making like this, right? And you are saying wonderful, right? Yes. When you win some match, yes. These are all physical expression. And look at these people. Italians are very famous in making such kind of gestures. So no word is spoken, only with physical gesture you are making the other person understand what you mean, right? So if you are annoyed, you may make faces like this, people will understand. But Italians have got the different language, right? Language of body language. So you should know, when you are working in a multicultural organization, the multinational companies where different cultures are followed, then you should know what gesture means what. So to understand that, all these things are required. So this example I am giving you to just understand, like, this is the way how the world is. Okay. Now I want you people to describe the picture. You can pause the video, scribble some lines and describe the picture. If you are really a studious student willing to learn the communicative English, then you will definitely do it, right? Can you describe this picture, right? So this picture is of a lady, a corporate lady who is well groomed, okay, presentable, yes or no? So ಆ ಪಿಕ್ಚರನ್ನು ನೀವು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅಂತ. ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್, ಯೂಸ್ ಪೆನ್, ರೈಟ್ ಡೌನ್, pause the video and write down some 5 sentences describing this picture, right? So I can help you out in this. I will give you some 4 to 5 sentences. You can build up your own sentences and write it later, right? After pausing the video. Now, if I have to explain this picture, I may just say, right? She is a corporate lady who is well groomed, who is well presented, who is more confident. I can see the confidence in her eyes, and she is presentable to everybody, and she is so confident that even she can speak. I can assume with the picture that she is so well groomed, right? Now it is your chance or your turn to find out. So, and write down the sentences which you want to write for the picture. See this picture, what do you see? It is a parrot, right? So parrot is famous for what? Mimicking, right? Parrot says what you say. ಗಿಳಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ನೀವೇನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಗಿಳಿನೂ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತದೆ. So when I ask you to describe this picture, what can you say about this picture? So in my workshop, when I use this, usually in my FDP programs or even the student induction programs, etc. ಈ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ತೋರಿಸಿದಾಗ most of the people write about exactly the look. Okay, so this is a parrot. Parrot is a pet, right? You can rear a parrot, right? Then it is of green color. Its beak is red. This is what they say. I am not expecting you to describe it the way I am telling you. It is your own freedom, right? I am not influencing to do only this much. So it is left to you as to how you want to describe parrot as, right? So everybody can understand it's a parrot, but how do you write and what do you write about the parrot? So you need to describe this picture, and your description is nothing but the adjective, what you are using for a particular thing. Okay, now I am just giving you the describing words. Describing words means which are the regular words which could be used. When you want to comment or describe about the appearance of a person, so you may say, he is handsome, she is beautiful, oh, he is very dull, right? Or she is ugly. You may not say, but you feel like that. Oh, that girl, she with wide eyes, ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕಣ್ಣಿದಾವಲ್ಲ ಅವಳ ಅಂತ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ ನೀವು. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ದ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬಿಂಗ್ ವರ್ಡ್. ದೆನ್ ಗಾರ್ಜಿಯಸ್, ಗಾರ್ಜಿಯಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಭಾಳ ಚಂದಿದ್ದಾಳೆ ಆಕೆ. ಶಿ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್. ಸೊ ಗಾರ್ಜಿಯಸ್ ಲೇಡಿ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ. ದೆನ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್, ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವಿಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಡ್ ಅದ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ವರ್ಡ್, ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಿವೇಟಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಿವೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದರೆ it just captivates your mind. It is so beautiful, right? when somebody is good looking, physical appearance ಮೇಲೆ when you are describing a people, you can use these words. Describing ಅಂದರೆ it is not always positive comment, it may be negative comment. Dull, ugly, these are all negative comment, but they are describing word. Okay, what is adjective? Adjective is something which adds to the meaning of the noun, so it's called adjective. So adjective can be a good, something appreciated, or something which is negative as well. Don't think that only appreciative words are called as adjectives. It's not so, right? Let me tell you about the condition. How can you describe a condition, right? You can say he is still alive, he is in the ICU, but he is still alive, right? Oh, condition is very bad, you can say. ಭಾಳ ಕೆಟ್ಟದ ರೀ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ, ಆವಾಗ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಡ್. ದೆನ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಯು ಡ್ರೈವ್. ನೀವು ಡ್ರೈವಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ಲಾಗಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. ದೆನ್ ಓ ದೋಸ್ ವ್ಯಾನಿಟಿ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಸೋ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಿವ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ. ಸೂಪರ್, ಇದಂತೂ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಈಗ ನೈಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೂಪರ್ ಇದು ಎರಡು ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದಾವಲ್ಲ, ಯಂಗರ್ ಜನ್ರೇಷನ್ದು ಫ್ಯಾನ್ಸಿ ವರ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. Whatever you show, you bring, they say super, because they don't know anything else. So ellanu you should learn awesome, super, splendid, fabulous, fanta-fabulous, right? Extremely good. So you try using different words. So after listening to me in this particular describing word, I want all of you to make clear cut or bring a clear cut idea about the word which you usually use. Every day ನೀವು ಆ ವರ್ಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಅಂಥ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ. ದೆನ್ ಯು ಫೈಂಡ್ ದ ಸಿನಾನಿಮ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ಸಿನಾನಿಮ್ ಅಂದರೆ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್, ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಯು ಫೈಂಡ್. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಫೈಂಡಿಂಗ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಯು ಫೈಂಡ್ ವೆದರ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಸಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಟೋನಿಮ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ಆ್ಯಂಟೋನಿಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್. So the vocabulary will be built. So you will have a good vocabulary using the describing words, right? ಯಾವಾಗ ಸೂಪರ್, ನೈಸ್ ಎರಡೇ ಹೇಳಬಾರ್ದು. ಸೊ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಯುವರ್ vocabulary in such a way that you are able to explain what exactly you feel, right? Then you can say, yeah, it's real, it's easy, it's quite easy. You can add up to that. Then dead is a condition, right? Then he is very clever, you say. Clever ಅಂದ್ರೇನ ಶಾಣೆ ಇದ್ದಾನ ಅಂತ, ಜಾಣ ಇದ್ದಾನ, ಶಾಣೆ ಇದ್ದಾನ. he is very clever, he is very smart. Smart ಅಂದ್ರೇನು intelligent ಅಂತ. Many people misuse this word. They say ಯಾರ ಚಂದಾಗಿ ರೆಡಿಯಾಗಿ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಏ ಭಾರಿ ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಯಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ರಾಂಗ್ ಯೂಸೇಜ್. ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆಂಟ್, right? You should never say for a good looking thing as smart. Usually people misuse this descriptive word, right? Then feeling. ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ ನೀವು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಹೆಂಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಯಾಕೋ ಬೇಜಾರಾಗ್ಯದಪ್ಪ ಇವತ್ತ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ, ಲೈಕ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಪ್ಸೆಟ್, right? These are all feelings. Descriptive words, feelings. Angry, arrogant. Arrogant ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊಕ್ಕು. Angry ಅಂದ್ರೆ you know it is ಸಿಟ್ಟು. ಓಕೆ. Awful ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇಜಾರು ಯಾವಾಗ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ, you feel irritated with that, right? Then you use the word awful. Oh, it's so awful. You can say expression like this. It's a very cruel thing to do that, right? Cruel. It is a feeling, right? Cruelty is a feeling. Then wicked. Wicked andra it's nothing but deceiving sort of thing. Then confused. No, don't ask me anything, I am confused whether to go for this course or that course. Confusion is a feeling. Nutty. Nutty andra you are a nut anta andirtaralla ಕೆಲವರು ಯಾರಾದರೂ. You might have used that word. Nut ಅಂತಂದರೆ it is foolish thing anta, unaware of it. Naive, you can say naive, right? Bored, idu maximum students use ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಹೌದಿಲ್ಲ? ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಬೋರ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟದೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಕಾಮನ್ ಯೂಸೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್, feeling tired, I'm too tired to do anything today. You can say like that, right? Then I'm upset about your decision. I'm upset of he becoming like that, right? Or lazy. I have become very lazy after coming to Bijapur. You can say like that. So now after finishing this, what is your assignment? So you should be always ready with the assignment, okay? So what you have to do, catch hold of each word, frame 5 sentences using that word, okay? Just like if you want to pick up any word, okay? Say for example, handsome, beautiful, if you take, weather is beautiful, can you say? Yes, so weather is beautiful, you can say, right? Parrot is beautiful, you can say. So just like this, you pick up any word, expensive, careful, right? We have to be careful while driving. We have to take care. So base word, you catch hold of that base describing word and frame 5 sentences using the word. See how you can improve within short period of time, okay? Now younger generation have no time for a long workouts. They want the quick results and quick workouts. Yes or no? So this is the quick workout, how you can reach up to your language ability, right? All words, whatever I am giving you today, you should make use of it. Make 5 sentences each, right? And how do you describe a shape? ಒಂದೇನೋ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ವಸ್ತು ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಅದರದ್ದು ನೀವು ಶೇಪ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ರೌಂಡ್ ಅದ, ಚೌಕ್ ಅದ, ರೈಟ್? ಆರ್ ತ್ರಿಕೋನ ಅದ, ಹಿಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬಿಂಗ್ ದ shape of a particular thing. You can say it's broad. Chubby anta yadak use ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? When a person is like with nice cheeks, right? Chubby cheeks, dimple chin, ಕೇಳಿರಲ್ಲ song rhyme. So chubby cheeks. So chubby means something which is like a plumpy and you feel like pampering. So it's called as chubby. So it is a shape. Then curved. ಇದು ಕರ್ವ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫ್ಲ್ಯಾಟ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈಡ್. ವೈಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಭಾಳ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿದೆ, ಅಗಲಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ದೆನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್, ರೈಟ್? ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬಿಂಗ್ ವರ್ಡ್. ದೆನ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ರೌಂಡ್, ಆಸ್ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯು, ದ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಶೇಪ್ಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ರೌಂಡ್, ರೌಂಡ್ ಶೇಪ್. ದೆನ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್, ಡೀಪ್, right? Deep and shallow, you can say. So these are the words which are used for shape. Understand? So each one of the word you catch and frame sentences using these words. If you have problem in framing the sentences, take the help of your teachers, take the help of your anybody whose English you think is better. As I told you, download the language from the reliable source. Just because somebody says something, don't use the word. You should know what is the exact meaning of that word. Then only you can use it. Okay? So what are you learning now? Describing words. Describing words, nothing but the adjectives. Let's continue with this. When you describe a size, okay? Big, it is fat. Oh, it is great, right? It's great amount. Gigantic. Gigantic ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ, ರೈಟ್? ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಬಿಗ್. ಲಿಟಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಸಣ್ಣದಿದೆ. ಮ್ಯಾಸಿವ್, ಮ್ಯಾಸಿವ್ it's usually used in a particular sense, right? Say for example, you can use it like this. If you are not happy with the life you are leading, then you take a massive action. Massive action ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದೊಡ್ಡದ action, powerful action that you have to take, right? Then you use the word massive. Miniature, you might have heard this. Miniature of Vidhan Sauda, miniature of Taj Mahal. ಈ ಟೈಪ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ರೈಟ್? ಮಿನಿಯೇಚರ್. ದೆನ್ ಶಾರ್ಟ್, ಸ್ಮಾಲ್, ಟೈನಿ. ಟೈನಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಸಣ್ಣದಂತ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಟೈನಿ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸೇ ಸೋ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡೂ ದ್ಯಾಟ್, something like that. Then on the basis of sound, right? How do you describe a sound? Sound ನಾವು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ. Deafening, ಅಂದರೆ drums were being played and the drums sound was deafening, ಅಂದರೆ ಕ್ಯೂಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಕಿವಿ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಜೋರು ಆವಾಜ್ ಇತ್ತದು ಅಂತ. Deafening it is said. Then you can say, I heard a faint sound of somebody screaming. ಅಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ದೂರ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ನಾನು ಫೇಂಟಾಗಿ ಅದು ನನಗೆ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ದ ಫೇಂಟ್. ಹಾರ್ಶ್, ಹಾರ್ಶ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಇಯರ್ಸ್, ರೈಟ್? ಹಿಸ್ಸಿಂಗ್, ಹಿಸ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ನೇಕ್ ಡಸ್ ಪುಸ್ ಪುಸ್ ಅಂತದಲ್ಲ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಹಿಸ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಸೌಂಡ್. ಸೊ ಐ ಹರ್ಡ್ ದ ಹಿಸ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಸೌಂಡ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ, ರೈಟ್? So loud sound, loud sound means it is a huge sound, harsh on the ears. Loudspeaker, when you play, you will listen to that loud song, right? Melodic, shrilling is also a harsh sound. Then voiceless. Can the sound be voiceless? Of course it can be, because somebody is standing at the distance and he is talking something. You know that he is talking because his lips are moving, but it is voiceless sound. I am not hearing what he is saying. So sound becomes voiceless, right? Whispering, whispering ಅಂದರೆ ನೀವು ಕಿವಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ, that is whisper, right? You whisper into the ears, right? Then soft sound, so it is so pleasant for the ears. Mute means there is no sound at all, right? Mute your cells ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಿಲ್ಲ, mute your cells ಅಂದರೆ ಆವಾಜ್ ಅದರದ್ದು ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ, ಬಂದ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸೌಂಡ್. ದೆನ್ ಹೌ ಡು ಯು ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಅ ಟೈಮ್? ಟೈಮನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ನಾವು, ಲೈಕ್ ಏನ್ಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಇನ್ ದ ಏನ್ಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ದೇರ್ ಲಿವ್ಡ್ ಅ ಕಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಭರತ್. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. ದೆನ್ ಬ್ರೀಫ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್. Early in the 19th century, so you are bringing back era of that. Then fast, do it fast, make it fast. So fast with reference to the time, right? Then you have late, you are again late for the class. Who is late? You are late for the class, right? So it is with reference to the time. Then it is long enough he has waited. ಭಾಳ ಹೊತ್ತು ಅವನು ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತ, ಯು ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ದೇರ್, ರೈಟ್? ಲಾಂಗ್ ಇನಫ್. ದೆನ್ ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಎರಾ, ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಟೈಮ್ಸ್, ದಿಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯೂಸ್. ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಭಾಳ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಕಾಲದ್ದು ಅಂತ, ರೈಟ್? ಇನ್ ಓಲ್ಡನ್ ಟೈಮ್ಸ್, ಓಲ್ಡನ್ ಏಜ್, ರೈಟ್? ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಫ್ಯಾಷನ್ಡ್, ರೈಟ್? ಮೈ ಆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಫ್ಯಾಷನ್ಡ್. ಶಿ ಡಸಂಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ವೇರಿಂಗ್ ಡ್ರೆಸ್ಸಸ್, ಶಿ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ವೇರ್ಸ್ ಸಾರಿ. She doesn't like wearing jeans. You can say old fashioned. Quick, quick as a wink. Wink ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಣ್ಣು ಪಿಳ್ಕಿಸ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, that is called winking. So as quick as a wink ಅಂದರೆ ಕಣ್ಣು ಪಿಳ್ಕಿಸೋದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಆ ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಕ್ವಿಕ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್, ರೈಟ್? ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಇಟ್ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್. Rapid, rapid it means the speed. Then for a short period of time you just adjust in the PG. Next we'll have a house, right? Then don't be very slow in accomplishing your task. Swift andra fast. Swiftly you do this work, complete this work. Then young, young andra it is a reference to time only. He is too young to do that, he is a young boy, right? So old and young are compared and both are in relation to time and both are descriptive words, right? Then what are the other words which you use for describing the things? Jealous, you can say many times you use, right? Don't be jealous. Jealous means what? With inspiration, right? Then yummy, how many times do you use this? Oh, butterscotch ice cream, it's yummy, right? So whatever I am telling you, you must use it in your communication now onwards. Then substantial. Substantial means if 100% is something, 90 to 95% of that is called as substantial, right? Substantial means having the major portion or major part. Homely. Homely means what? Like you are at home, right? Feel at home. Feel homely. That means though you are not at your home, feel that you are at home. That is being homely. Then being depressed. Many times you use it, right? I am feeling depressed about everything. I am feeling depressed about this pandemic. I am feeling depressed about my finance. You use such words, right? So depressed. Then defeated. Defeated means I have lost the game. Now sot bitte anastad nanage. I have been defeated. You can use this word, right? Then envious. Envious means you are not liking that person. So you envy him or you hate him. You are jealous of him. So jealous and hatredness to put together, it becomes envious. Anxious. I am anxious to know how my videos are working with the students. I am anxious to know whether students are making use of these videos. I can use the sentence like this. Aggressive. Aggressive andre ನಾನು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಹಂಗೆ ಆಗಬೇಕಿದ್ದ ಕೆಲಸ. I don't want to listen to anybody. Win is my condition. So whatever may be the thing, I don't mind whether you win or lose, I must win. So total win is called as being aggressive, right? Then being foolish. Don't be foolish. Don't take hasty decision. So hasty is describing word of time, being hasteful, and then describing don't take hasty decision, right? So it becomes the describing word for becoming foolish. Don't be foolish, don't take hasty decisions, right? So we are talking about describing words, and after this I will continue how can you describe a person. So this will be carried forward in the next video. Till then, take care, bye bye, keep working.